Hello, everyone. It has been a long motherfucking time since I've done this. Um, so we're back to mine and Mandy. I'm gonna try to get these up once a week. So what has happened that has had me gone for like 9 months? Okay, so I do believe that we talked about me having lost the job, the remote accounting job. And that kind of sent me into a depression. And I worked through that through this podcast I have. And then in October, I got a job. Now I realized that October, I didn't post since like August of last year. And depression sucks. It really does. So I did get a new job. I've been fired from that job too. That could almost be its own podcast, but we ain't talking about that. We ain't going to talk about that. But other things. So, for those who've known me, and maybe I mentioned it before, because I don't remember, I have always wanted to be a cosmetologist. Like, that's what I want to do right out of high school. I love hair, I love makeup, I love nails, I love everything that has to do with beauty. I always have. But I let others convince me to do accounting. And it's not that I'm bad at it. Am I a bad employee? Yeah, that's maybe. I don't know. But I'm good at accounting. However, after losing the job last year, I decided that that was the universe's way of saying, hey, you want to do this, go for it. So I applied for cosmetology school. I did. I really did. But there was a wait list. So I wasn't able to get in August. So initially, I was put on the wait list for days in Somerset at Somerset Community College. Well, I got the job in October, so I had to be put on the wait list for the nights class. Well, the night teacher, I guess, at Somerset campus decided to just one day be like, fuck this, I'm done. I don't know the whole story, not my problem. So then I got put on the wait list for nights in London. And it didn't look like I was going to get in January either. But on January 6th, I got that call. And I was just like, yeah. So I have spent a whole semester in cosmetology school. Let me tell you, with all the shit I dealt with my last job, that was the thing that kept me sane. I love it. Like, I love doing the hair. I've got to do perms. I've got to do a few haircuts. I've got to do highlighting, all over color. A lot of things I've got to do. Got to do nails. You know, y'all know your girl loves nails. Like this whole cart right here, that's all nail stuff. I had to bring it in from the school back home because this is my personal nail stuff, and I just didn't want to leave it at school all summer. But yeah, like I'm doing all the things, and I'm loving it. And I'm getting recognition that I've never received anywhere else. Like my teacher, who is an amazing teacher, um, nominated me for a leadership award through Somerset Community College. Like I got honored for a leadership award. Like I never got anything like that before, and I got an A. Like so, I'm gonna be like I have a 4.0. I've always been a good student, but never a 4.0 student. I've been like a 3.5 to 3.9 student, good, but not super good. Here, I'm maintaining that 4.0. I'm like, so this is what I was meant to do. Like, I can work all day, go to school all night. Like, at one point, I was leaving the house at 6:30 in the morning, not getting home until 10:30 at night. And although, was I exhausted? God, yes. Fucking exhausted. Going to school made everything else worth it. Like it's been a lot of fun. So at this point, I'll probably graduate. Like the graduation ceremony itself will be in December of 2025. But if I play my cards right, I should be done in 6 to 8 weeks of my fourth semester. Like, seriously. Because you're supposed to get 375 or 375 clocked hours. Because cosmetology is different than like normal school, where you have so many credit hours. Yes, I had 12 credit hours, but I had to have clocked in hours for cosmetology. Out of 375 that I was required, I got 440. So if I can maintain 440 the other 3 semesters, I'll be done a lot sooner. Because I only need 1,500 hours to graduate. I'm so excited. So, and right now we're on summer break. So, what does that mean? That means Mandy's bored. That's not the reason I'm doing this. I've been meaning to get back into this. ADHD guilt. So, those of you who have watched previous know I struggle with ADHD. I have been unmedicated since the remote job, because I don't have insurance, because my last job, although everyone else got insurance, I didn't. I did not get insurance. That's okay. Because me not having my ADHD medicine made me a worse employee. But, I digress. Anyway, so I would be like, I need to do a podcast, and then I would feel so guilty that I haven't done a podcast in months that I would rationalize not doing the podcast. And tonight I'm home alone, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to get right back into it, right where I left off. So yeah, new things. I am a future cosmetologist. I also recently, because why not? Well, this semester, my first semester, I have become certified in doing, what do you call it? Hair extensions. I knew I'd get it. Through Aqua Hair Extensions. I'm certified through them to do hair extensions. Although I can't do them outside of school, and we can't do them in the school because somebody screwed that up for us. But I am certified. I am also certified to do spray tanning. I can do that anywhere. So this summer I'm probably going to be trying to do some spray tanning, as well as get my insurance license, because why not? It's been a lot of up and down this last few months. Like, it hasn't all been great. Like, has school been great? Absolutely. And keeping it real, that last job I had put a lot of emotional stress on me, and it affected my relationship with Darren really bad, to the point where we were actually broke up for a whole 48 hours. We've decided that we are going to work things out, but that's where I was. I had a job that once again pushed me to the point of being suicidal. Yeah, I experienced that in Houston, and I experienced it again. I didn't think anyone could be as bad as my boss in Houston, but theater's like, he held my beer. So yeah, I dealt with that. Do I miss the money? Yeah, I my bills say I miss the money. However, do I miss the stress? No. I'll figure it out. I always do. But, it's all good. It's all gravy. Sorry, guys. If you're hearing that, yes, it is storming here in southern Kentucky at the moment. Just hoping that we don't get tornadoes, because then I'm going to have to pack up my computer, my flutes, my cats, and get out the door. So, that'll be fun. Anywho. So, life's been interesting, to say the least. I haven't been able to go anywhere. I was actually hoping that I was going to get to go next week back to Iowa. That's not going to happen. Gotta have money to do that. Maybe, I guess they're having my class reunion. Oh my god. My class reunion is this year. I'm 25. my 25th class reunions this year. Oh, ooh, let us be adults. Like, for real. Out of my entire class of cosmetology, there's only one who couldn't be my daughter. Like, I feel a little old some days. Now, luckily, all the girls have been really great at not making me feel bad for being older. No one has ever said, oh, you're just having a midlife crisis. No. And I am so grateful. I actually have a really good class of girls that I go to school with, and I'm going to miss the fuck up out of them. So if any of y'all see this, just know, yes, as of the day I am filming this, we may only be 2 days out of class, but I'm already missing you because y'all who I talk to, you know. Anywho, so yeah, here it is. We're going to start trying to do the mind of Mandy. I found my notebook again of handy dandy topics. Like, I really need to come up with some more topics. Like, I don't know. Like, I have ideas, like an idea written, just nothing below it to expand the idea. I'll get there. So, but that's basically the big things right now that's going on. I'm unemployed again. I'm going to college for something I've always wanted to do, and I'm doing really good. Me and Darren are doing better. Because I think I had talked about it when I was doing these before, about we were having issues. Because I suck at communication. I'm going to be upfront and honest. And I recognize that, and that is one of the things that I'm working on with my therapist, who is still amazing, is working on me being able to open up and communicate better. I just got to work on that. I know that. And I know Darren's working on what I asked him to work on, which was I need reassurance because of the trauma and the ADHD. I personally need reassurance. For me, when someone's quiet and not talking, that tells me they're pissed off at me and I've done something to anger them. I don't know necessarily what it is that I've done, but that is the trauma and the ADHD. The trauma makes me hypersensitive to tiniest little changes. And my ADHD tells me, well, if there's a change, that means I've done something wrong. They're pissed off at me. They hate me. They don't want me. My brain's dumb. So I've been working on that. And he's been working on reassuring me when I'm like, are you okay? He now understands when I ask that means I feel something's off and I need that reassurance that it's okay, that I've done nothing wrong. And he's also, I wasn't getting hugs and I wasn't getting cuddles. And I told him I had to have one. I have to have one. And he's gotten a lot better about hugs. And when he told me why he doesn't like to cuddle, I totally get it. And now I don't ask for cuddles as much. Because apparently I produce the heat of 1,000 suns when I'm asleep, and it just is uncomfortable. Fucking menopause. I'm telling you. That shit's horrible. Like, I got up one morning not too long ago, and I was just like, goddamn. Like, I was soaked in sweat. I was hot. And I went and got, we have a forehead thermometer, right? Went and got it. Checked the temperature of the bed, and it was 103.9. I'm like, I can see why you might find that a little uncomfortable. But yeah, it is. It is what it is. Cat butt. Also, okay, so, we still have Mr. Biscuits. I'm looking over at this screen, and I see that there was a video where he made an appearance. We still have him. He is now my pear-shaped baby because the top 2/3 of him are like this, skinny, and then you get to the bottom 1/3 and it's like, Most of his weight is in his ass. It's great. But yeah, things are going better. I'm hoping to do this. I would love to hear topics, things you guys would like me to talk about. For anyone who actually still listens to me, I hope I still have somebody. But I hope that I can start putting these out once a week. I don't know what day I'll record, what day I'll get them out, but I'm going to try. Consistency is the key and the thing I struggle with the most, because consistency equals boredom, and boredom means I'm not going to do it. However, if I'm not consistent, then I feel all frazzled. I mean, it is what it is. I'm trying to think, is there no other major updates? Like, life is what it is. So, yeah, that's about it. Anywho's, if y'all have any topics you'd like me to discuss, I would prefer nothing political. Honestly, don't give me anything political, because I'm going to piss a lot of people off with those opinions, like I always do. But anything y'all want me to talk about, just let me know. And I hope y'all have a good evening. Toodles!